Good evening. Hopefully everything's working. I'm totally prepared. It's Minecraft time again.
Hello.
Hopefully, hopefully Ben and Sam can be heard. Yeah.
Oh, you know, I hate the pumpkin. I can see.
To elaborate more, the character that's eating, I presume you mean the one who's eating the apple, that is Luca from Tragedia Lost. He is the same character who's in this...
Hello there.
Except the one in there is like a buff version from the comic that they did alongside the game.
No, that's a ditto.
Anyways, I'm still not fully recovered from my illness, but I'm enough to do the collab stream at least. So I might still be coughing or muting myself to cough. Yay! Anyways, we're doing something today.
We are preparing for the end city.
There's a random
Emphasis
zombie
on preparing because we aren't going to be ready by the end of stream. Well, we might be ready by the end of stream, but we won't get there this stream. It's a long old walk.
Oh my... Actually, if you guys have been on my berries, yeah, probably are growing. How tall do I want this one? Do you think dragging this illness out a little? You think I want to be ill for this long?
Yes.
Berries. Hey. Ow. Oh, we.
Ah,
No.
you bastard! Get out of my hole!
Alright.
Sorry. A bit of an Enderman jump scare. He just forced his way into my hole like he was welcome there.
That is indeed.
I mean, you need to get your heads out of the gutter because that was perfectly innocent. I'm in a hole and a very
Look,
tall...
we're at a bowling alley and they haven't given us the option to put the gutters up. I haven't been bowling in ages, actually.
Me neither.
Same.
I mean, last time might have... Yeah, the last time I went bowling might have been in Derby.
I don't want to talk about the last time I went.
Oh. Oh, wait, why are you proud of me? Right, should we eat?
Oh, apparently you can't light fires in the end. Oh, wait, yes you can. The fire despawned, but it was there for long enough to light him on fire.
Not to oh. Didn't pull the face.
Wait, the face?
Oh,
Have a face?
I guess if you look at this, I kind of often pull a face like at those kinds of jokes. I often pull that kind of face at those kinds of jokes. Right.
Well, I didn't set the Enderman on fire. I set myself on fire. This mission is going well.
Like how we have this stone quarry that we just never bothered digging any more out of. Because
I thought we might need it, but for like building or something, but we never ended up doing much.
I think we also just ended up getting enough like stone through just mining and stuff.
I mean, a lot of it came from just making that tiny little bit of the room there.
I guess.
Also,
anytime
Carter,
I make
what do you mean phenomenal?
Also, whenever I make noises like that, I'm coughing rather than sneezing, although over microphones it does often sound like sneezing to most people. So don't blame. Don't blame. Buzzy boys.
Burn, burn. Keep burning. No, get back in the fire. Oh shit, he's aggroed. I think I've found the perfect angle to aim my camera while walking around the end where I can see without aggroing them though.
Yeah.
Come on. They have so much health.
I do enjoy the fact I have this like PS5 themed mug. I'll probably never have a PS5.
Yeah, I definitely don't have the money for one.
For me, it's like the one game I would have bought on PS5 is now on PC. It's like now that that one game is on PC, it's like the Series X is more appealing to me as the PS5 just because you can play all the Sonic games on it. But mind you, when it comes to like, you know, higher spec gaming and stuff, it is basically PC for me from this point, really. Oh wait, I haven't teleported yet. Whoops.
And that would be why there was a random lag spike.
Looking for a PS3 so I can replay all the Sly games. I've never played any of those games. But what throws me off is the fact that in the UK, at least the first one is called Sly Raccoon rather than Sly Cooper.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I only learned that when a copy came in at work once. And I was like, huh, did not know the name was different.
That's weird.
Hmm. I mean, some of the Ratchet and Clank games have their subtitles changed for the UK. So, mind you, several Kirby games do as well, don't they?
Yeah. We also have a much happier looking Kirby than America.
Well, I think sometimes we get the American art, don't we?
I think we get a bit of a mix.
Hmm.
I just find American Kirby funny. He has no reason to look that intense.
I think there are some games where he's pretty intense in like all regions. I think Triple Deluxe, he's like angry in all of them. I don't think he's angry in any
He
of
saw the game title and thought he was getting a 3D game and he didn't. That's why he's mad. Oh, God. I've lit a fire.
Well, I think Triple Deluxe, as well as obviously being like 3D, I think Triple Deluxe also references like the Japanese name of Superstar.
It's also
Or
a massive
Fun Pack.
Amazing Mirror reference.
What, the name?
Right, no, just the game as a whole.
Oh.
Oh my god. I've put a fire down in the end, and there's block lag, so I can't see where it is, and I keep walking into it.
Oh dear.
I only need one more ender pearl. You better not die when we go to the end city, because this farming is not going very well. Okay, good. Looking inside of an enderman's head does not aggro them.
And the game's visuals look so much less randomly bright on the actual stream than it does on my laptop screen.
Oh, speaking of laptop screens looking weird, I've noticed the colours are really muted on mine.
On mine, the colours are just it's kind of bad.
Like I was looking at I was recording some Xenoblade stuff for the reasons,
Yeah.
and it was, you know, the ether mine scenes with like the bright green ether river.
Mm.
It was like a really pale green on my laptop, and there was like bright green on my monitor, and I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Where'd my burning enderman go? Oh shit, he's aggroed. Oh no. No. You're not as easy to deal with the controller.
Oh. No.
Oh shit. Oh no, I've aggroed multiple.
Well done. He is having quite the adventure, isn't he?
An adventure's not what I'd call it. Hold on, if I put water down, I'll be safe.
Can you
They
put
can't
water
reach
down
me.
in the end?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's currently block lagged, so I can't see where it is, but I'm safe. They just keep running into it and dying. Actually, this might be the best way to farm them. Just aggro them and... Oi, mate, you over there. Yeah, come here.
Go on, love block lag.
Oi. Yeah, you, the big tall fella. Look at me. Okay, don't eat. That's pushing me towards the edge. Oh god, there's so many of them.
If I realised I was going to be mining random stuff, I wouldn't have. I would have made more pickaxes.
I wish I could see the water so I knew where my safe zone was.
Well, at least I didn't die.
I don't know how I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, right, I can see my water. Oh my god, I'm very close to the edge.
Should probably
Just
put
need
more
to get into
torches
that-
down.
Need to get into that center block.
Coal.
Uh. Yeah, come on. Come and get me.
I was gonna come and watch your adventure in the end, but then I decided against it and got distracted. By decided,
mean-
I do kind of just mean I got distracted.
I don't blame you for not coming. It's very scary here.
Yeah.
Yeah, get in the water. Get in the water. Come on. Water. Come here.
Water.
I don't know why Mio's is the one that's famous, because there's a uni one that's quite funny.
Is it like the one where? There's like one where is it Uni and Tyon and like
Yeah.
he says water and he's just like water.
Yeah. Who needs the T anyway? They're hard to pronounce. Right, I have 3 pearls. Now I just need to get out of here with my life. Which might be a bit of an ask. Ooh. You put this track on yesterday, Ben.
Hmm?
It's
Oh,
Crimson
what, the
Islands one.
Oh right.
Oh, what is this? A different version of it?
Perhaps it's like because it went like is it like when you beat the game they like a lot of tracks. There's like a version 2 of a lot of tracks
Yeah,
where
it's
like they
that
add
one.
instruments. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just queued up the version 1 version.
Oh, I've gone into a hole and I don't know what hole it was.
Oi oi.
Oh, I don't have a pick, I can't climb out. Oh, no, there we go, there's a staircase. Where's my hole gone? I've lost the exit hole. Wait, hold on.
I
No,
presume
I'm
this
going-
is-
I'm going to the sensor portal, don't I? What am I talking about?
I'm guessing this isn't actually a hole up to the surface and it's just like the game not rendering far enough. Or maybe it is a hole to the surface actually. Sometimes when I'm underground, they like, because it hasn't rendered that far enough, it thinks it's like open, so
That-
it draws in like
That looks really pretty.
it draws in like this. It draws in like this sort of rays. But I think this actually might be a hole to the surface. It looks better on stream than it does on my own screen.
Well, I'm glad I'm getting the optimal experience here.
Well,
it's the viewers should get the best experience.
yeah, on my screen, like the lighting is not quite. Well, not the lighting. The brightness of my screen is not quite right, really.
Oh, I've got some new Twitch Prime loot. I don't know what this is.
I do hope I'm not going to get lost here. Hello, spider. I've gained myself nearly a full stack of iron though.
Nice.
You always do them with iron.
Yeah, my iron armor's really beat up now, so I definitely need a new set.
I just feel like iron and coal are like just two of the resources. Like you can never have too much of it.
Yeah, you always need them, especially coal.
Yeah.
Coal's always something I find myself running out of in the late game because I start neglecting it, but I'm still using it.
Mm.
Do you know if we have any obsidian?
Possibly, but I have no idea.
No, we have one crying obsidian. Right, I guess I know where I'm going.
There's a creeper down there. I don't really want to engage it.
And go say hello, give him a hug.
No.
They're quite lonely creatures, you know. All they want is a friend.
Oh, there's a bit of a drop down there anyway, so never mind. Oh, hello, zombie villager.
Zillager, if you will.
Oh, my doggy's here! I forgot about him. I'm gonna have to get him out of this cave.
Oh.
Done mining.
I still don't know what happened to my dog. He just disappeared one day.
He didn't die or something, did he?
I don't think so, because you get a message if the dog dies.
Oh. Maybe he's still trying to find his way to you. Okay, that's not very good shuffling.
One
It's
day,
gone from Crimson Mylands
Pyra
1
just disappeared.
to version 1. Also, guys, you heard it here first. Someone just butted Xenoblade into a conversation, and it wasn't me.
You say it like I haven't been doing that since I've become a fan.
True. True, we just happen to interject with different games.
I guess. To be fair, saying about like just disappearing. Well, it's not even really Xenoblade, it's Smash Bros.
Well, I mean, it's technically Xenoblade. It is Pyra.
Yeah, but it's from the Smash trailer though that I was specifically referencing.
I remember getting so excited when that trailer came on because I thought, even though it didn't make any sense, I thought it was like more Xenoblade 2 stuff, and then it was just Smash. Which I know is backwards to how most people would be, but
And the trailer was made by Monolith, so
that's true.
I mean that's obviously why it looks so much like more Xenoblade content at first.
I'm very excited for Noah and Mio's trailer for Smash 6, or whichever one's next.
And then there's just the cast of X just crying in the corner. Oh dear.
Guys.
Yeah?
I fucked up.
Oh. Have you lost all the ender pearls that you got?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I didn't mean to. I also lost the diamond pick.
Oh dear.
And I'm pretty sure I had the Eyes of Ender in my inventory as well. I'm sorry.
What happened?
I don't know. I was just walking onto the bridge across the lava, and next thing I know, I was in the lava. Oh, okay, no, I didn't lose the Eyes of Ender. They're in the chest.
No, good.
Wait, the diamond pick's in the chest. Wait, what? The bucket of water I took with me is back where it was.
Huh. Weird. We'll blame the Switch Minecraft.
Also, my part of my skin isn't rendering, and it's where the eyes should be. Oh no, they're back now. Oh no, the chest didn't update. They're gone. All of my hard work gone. Yeah, I genuinely don't know what happened though. I was like nowhere near the lava, and then the next thing I know, I was just in it. So I don't know if there was like a mob or something that I didn't see that pushed me in.
Weird.
Maybe. Is this in the nether?
No, it was in just a cave. So I was going to get.
Might have been a bat or something.
Oh, maybe.
Or a skeleton that shot you.
Oh, it could have been actually. Yeah. Yeah, I was just on my way to get some obsidian, and thankfully we've got plenty of blaze powder, so I don't have to go get any more of that. I do need to make all of my gear again though.
Sometimes with the whole lighting situation with the ray tracing, I do sometimes think it would just be easier if I was using the normal lighting.
But it wouldn't be as pretty.
It wouldn't be as pretty, but sometimes it's like if I put a torch somewhere, because obviously the light has, is obviously, bouncing and casting realistically, so it's like hard to see, like say in this corner that I'm in right now. It's hard to see it, but obviously with the normal lighting, because of the way Minecraft's normally lit, it's not a problem.
Oh, I got through my drink way too quickly. I should have got a second one.
Oh, there's water here. Right, I should probably try and find my way back. I may or may not be slightly lost.
If you find any ender pearls on your way back, that'd be great, because someone, naming no names, lost them.
I think this is
Maybe
the
that
way I
was-
came.
Yeah, it's a real mystery.
Right, is it here? Is it this
Right,
way?
while my inventory is taking like 5 minutes to load, I'm going to go refill my drink. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay, yeah. Right, there we go. I just need to remember how to get back from this route. Is it this way? No. How do I get out? Because I thought going through the...
Is the amethyst slightly transparent? Or is it just the lighting?
I think it's the reflective with the ray tracing
Oh,
on.
right.
I don't know if this has like a proper specularity or whether it's like whether this is how it's intended or whether it's like texture that's like not in the pack, so it's just kind of gone transparent by default. I think it might be intended to be like this because it does have a normal map.
Oi, oi.
Hello, I
I'm
am
back.
trying to get back to the thing. Because yeah, you get back to the geode thingy, but then I'm like, I've forgotten how to get back.
Hold on, I can navigate you. Go through the geode.
Is this the exit?
Yeah.
Wait, why do I have to suddenly crouch through?
I don't think
was
that's...
that always there?
No.
Oh, it's grown.
Oh, should I break it?
Yeah.
Undo if you want.
I just presume
Yeah,
that
then
doesn't drop
once you're
anything.
through the geode,
Okay.
it should be a relatively
Yeah,
straight line back.
That's what was confusing me. I was like, I swear I used to be able to get through this gap. Oh. Getting distracted again.
Isn't that just Minecraft though? Getting
Any kind.
distracted.
Any kind of like open world in a game.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
And there we go.
Like Tears of the Kingdom, when I said, "Oh, I'm going to this area. I'll do that this evening," and then it took me like 5 hours to get there.
Yeah. Even Legends Arceus is prone to it.
Oh yeah, I got so distracted during that game, just catching things and throwing balls at things, dying to alphas.
For me, it's just
Nah, it was-
dying to accidentally falling.
Yeah, I did that a lot as well.
It's like, I was like, the other day, I was like, okay, I'm gonna like dodge roll off the cliff and then I'm gonna get, is it bravery? Out.
Oh yeah.
And I pressed plus, but I forgot that I didn't have bravery selected. I had like Sneasler selected. So I should have pressed A because it had the A prompt, but I pressed plus instead, and so I just fell and died.
Wonderful. Oh, I really want to replay Arceus now. Like, I was feeling really burnt out on Pokemon after Scarlet and Violet, but
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting back in the mood.
Yeah, I was kind of feeling burnt out on Pokemon, but like, yeah, I've at least slightly gotten back in the mood for Arceus at least. I don't know about any other Pokemon games at the moment, but
I think now that I'm done with a certain other Switch RPG and this DLC is all done and out now and off my mind,
yeah.
my heart is once again open to a slightly jankier game.
Well, it's done until
Well, until I stream it, but that's
Yeah.
going to be...
that's a while away yet.
Yeah, it won't be constantly on my mind. Well,
True.
it shouldn't be constantly on my mind because it's a weekend thing, but I know what
Yeah.
I'm like.
Come on, build that terrain. Like, speaking of streams, I guess I'll say it now. Obviously I'm streaming today, but yeah, obviously I can't guarantee that I'm definitely going to be streaming tomorrow. It depends on how I am after work tomorrow.
How dare you be ill?
Hopefully, I'll be even better than I was today. Hopefully. But yeah, no stream this Sunday though, because what I was going to do, like yesterday, is rescheduled to this Sunday. Obviously I didn't stream yesterday because ill. I'm hoping to at least, if not tomorrow, I'm hoping to at least be well enough by next Tuesday, so I can do Sonic Mania.
I forgot that was happening.
I've got a plan for it.
Oh, speaking of anniversaries, AM2R turned 7 yesterday,
Uh,
and Metroid as a whole turned 37.
Sonic Adventure turns 25 this year.
Oh god. I would say that makes me feel old, but I never played that game when I was a kid.
I mean, I never played the Dreamcast version. Ah,
I only really got into like watching Sonic Adventure stuff when I was older.
Yeah, so I never played the Dreamcast version, but I played the PC version growing up.
Yeah, I've always just really liked how it handles its different characters and stories, and I'd love to see another game try something like that.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
But I think from a story standpoint, Adventure 2 is probably better paced and put together. But I think I just prefer how many different viewpoints you get in Adventure 1.
I think I would say I overall prefer Adventure 1's story and all that, but that's partly because of the way Adventure 1 is tied to the classic games, which I like more by default.
Oh, while you're there, could you check the bottom right furnace, please?
Yeah, it's still going.
Alright. Thanks.
Oh, is that
Slowly getting there.
potions?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad one of us is making progress. And the other one of us is at least not reverting our progress. And then there's me.
No
Obviously,
idea.
I was just inspired by my favorite villain, and I burnt all the progress we made.
Ah, yes, the best villain that everyone loves and no one hates.
Oh, that might be spoilers. Have you caught up on that yet, Sam?
The guy who's obviously a villain, but
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair,
Yeah.
you did technically spoil that he was a villain anyway when in your first stream because you like ranted about him.
I mean, he turns up and just starts stalking you. I think it's fairly obvious.
Yeah, it was very obvious. It was kind of like, it's nice to meet you. This world is imperfect. It was kind of like that.
It was like that, just with racist undertones. Oi, Enderman, I'm trying to aggro you. Yeah, get in the... Come on. Come play in the water. Come have a bath with me.
Actually, no, it's fine. No, don't put the string in there. It's not what I wanted.
Why are there now 3 of them aggroed onto me? Thank God for my Gamer Ben bathwater that I'm currently in.
What?
You heard me.
Yeah, I heard you. Doesn't mean I understood or,
Oh, I just put a bucket of water on the ground and I'm standing in it to fight the
I mean,
Enderman.
I figured it's more just the concept.
Look, I'm desperate enough for money that if I knew people would buy it, I'd sell it.
Well, I'm apparently desperate for views, so...
I'm really not sure where they got that from. You have money. Well, good for you, Blunter. Enjoy your money. Use it well. Don't spend it on bathwater.
Well, that comment probably thought I was, being sincere in, mocking collectors or something. It's like, no, it's just called British humour. Being rude. It's kind of just how we do things.
I mean, a lot of people across the ponds don't get our sense of humour. with a certain someone, I'd always have to be like, you know, that was a joke, right? When I said something.
Are there any more random stone picks? No. Let's make one then. So I have another one because it's pretty easy to go through them quickly. So once again, I've not done specific preparation stuff, but I've just randomly mined the generic useful stuff.
I mean, that's still useful. If you want to mine, you could always mine some copper. As we need a lot of that.
True. Oh.
This Enderman really does not want to get close to me.
I just always forget whether we still want to build the giant copper thing or not. I always forget. So I gotta just look at copper and go do I want to mine you or not?
I mean, I don't mind building it out of something else. I could make it smaller, but it's mainly the fact that it was going to be on the island, so it needs to be big so that we can see it.
Your calculations for how much copper we needed, were they assuming that it was hollow or filled out?
Hollow.
Oh, okay. I mean, maybe we could build the frame out of stone and do some highlights with copper. Not really sure how that would look. I think copper would be cool though, because we could see it age over time. Although I don't know how much we'd see of that, because I don't know how much longer this will go on for after we've built it. The world's already lagging and collapsing under its own weight. In hindsight, I should not have been the one to host the world.
Yeah, the Switch version probably wasn't built for this.
The thing is, it wasn't so bad from what I was going off. Because I'd hosted the world the year before and it'd been fine.
Yeah.
And I thought, because I lived by myself and I had the fastest internet, that'd probably be the smartest move. But yeah, it backfired. But these Endermen do not want to drop their pearls. I see you admiring my axolotls. I still need to properly start my breeding program and start trying to get a mudkip one. Although I feel like if I do that, I can't mock Joe for shiny hunting anymore.
No, you just use his words against him. That's different.
Oh, there's an ender pearl. Oh, the clan warden battle themes just come on. Right, you heard it here first. I'm streaming Legends Arceus after Xenoblade 3.
No,
Actually, no, I'm not committing to a plan that far ahead.
too late. Too late. You've already put it.
No!
I'm making a clip now.
No! My mental health has already suffered from too far in advance plans. I can't have another one. Now, what I'm actually going to be doing is a 100% every co-op run of Tears of the Kingdom.
Put some more coal in here to finish off the sand.
There should be coal in there.
Hmm?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
quite a
I'm
bit of
sure
coal in there.
I'm sure 8 pieces of coal does a full stack.
Yeah, I think one does 8, so 8 will do 64, yeah.
Alright. I had like 2 and I was like, I don't know if that's enough, so I've never paid
Why are
attention to
Endermen
it.
so hard to aggro when you're actually trying to?
I mean, granted, if you put too much coal in, it's not like it will waste it. Is it?
No.
Come on, come on.
Oh, it's really
Oh
dark
god,
down
there's
here,
2
I
of them
can't see.
now. There's 3 of them. Oh shit, there's 4 of them.
I'm going to turn ray tracing off so I can just see down to the bottom of the pool.
There's a pearl right there, there's like 3 Endermen swarming it.
Oh, I accidentally cut some of these off the bottom. There we go.
Oh, there's 2 pearls. There's 2 pearls. Just need 1 more.
And suddenly the frame rate improved.
Oh my god, there's so many Endermen, I feel like I'm playing a Warriors game over here.
Imagine what a Minecraft Muso would be like.
Honestly, it'd be pretty fun, I reckon. Because you could probably craft stuff like mid-fight and do all sorts of crazy stuff. So I find like I tried playing like a normal Muso, and I found it quite dull. But the actual like crossover ones where they use the game's mechanics are always really fun. I think that's why I didn't really get into the Fire Emblem one that much, because its idea of a unique mechanic was just a strategy. Also, it didn't help that like every character had the same moveset. What the heck is this track? Oh, right, that explains it.
What is it?
It was Arceus's theme.
Oh, right.
Is that like based on like is that based on like the theme from, as in like,
Yeah.
is it like his battle theme from Gen 4?
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. Because even though, but there, I still can't get words out. What are words?
I wish I knew.
Arceus straight into Dialga / Palkia. Not the best version of Dialga / Palkia though. The slightly lesser of the 2. Oh, I really like the final one with the new weird form.
Oh, the one like the one I would have been able to do.
Yeah.
I think my hand stopped rendering for me. Well, obviously the model itself is rendering, but no textures. Probably fix itself if I. No, if I put ray tracing back on, it doesn't. That's weird.
Before I go to mine obsidian, I am putting the ender pearls into a chest.
That's a good idea.
If only Neb, who was trusted with them before, had done that as
Oh,
well.
oh, all my skin's textures have decided adios.
Oh my god, that's creepy.
I'm now Mr. Game & Watch.
He's also part of the Sonic timeline. We're building up that deep, deep lore. What other series can we connect into this?
I don't know.
Well, there's been a few McDonald's toys that had Sonic the Hedgehog in.
Yeah.
So clearly, like Sonic the Hedgehog and Ronald McDonald are friends.
That makes sense, actually, yeah.
I mean, there was a McDonald's game on the Mega Drive made by the team that would also make Gunstar Heroes.
Right?
See, there we go, it's proof. They're connected.
I mean, Gunstar Heroes isn't particularly connected to Sonic, but... They did... No, I don't think Treasure have made any Sonic-related games. Well, Treasure made Ikaruga, and also we know how that ties into Sonic.
Connects to Sonic Forces, so there we
Forces?
go. Not, sorry, Frontiers. No, same difference.
The two mainline Sonic games next to each other both have their second word begin with F.
See, it's easy to get confused. It's not like one is massively better than the other.
It's not like they're different. It's not like they're really different conceptually. It's kind of like going from Sword and Shield to like Arceus, where it's like hyperlinear to open, like to more open. Not fully open world, but still pretty open.
Let's hope that the next Sonic game isn't a Scarlet Violet then.
I mean, the next Sonic game is Sonic Superstars, so
What, next
shouldn't
3D
be.
Sonic game.
hopefully not. I think they might have said that they're going to be able to allocate more budget to the next Sonic game or something. Which
That's
I
good,
hope.
though.
Which I hope they do, because
It's nice to see so many franchises doing well recently. Because there was a period of time there where I thought it looked like a lot of the older ones were just gonna fizzle out.
Yeah, well, I don't think Sonic will ever fizzle out because it's too much of a cash cow for Sega.
But it's nice to see his games actually being received well, though.
Oh yeah. That's another reason why Sonic Forces annoys me, because it's like Forces kind of single-handedly destroyed the goodwill that Mania had brought the franchise.
How my iron boots survived the lava. They're just sitting here.
Magic.
Obviously, what you should do with the lava is make one of those swords that out of that material that doesn't get destroyed by lava, and then throw it into the lava because someone in chat told you that it won't die in lava, and then panic as you figure out how to retrieve it.
That feels like a very specific reference. Yeah, speaking of dead franchises, it's as much as I like to annoy him about it, it is a shame that Banjo isn't gonna come back anytime soon.
I do wonder if they're gonna put 2E on N64 on Switch Online as well as the first game.
Yeah, it feels like it would be a big missed opportunity if they didn't.
I still want Ubisoft to put Rayman 2 on there, but I doubt they would. Problem with putting Rayman 2 on there though is that so far at least none of the games on Switch Online used controller pack, and Rayman 2 has to use controller pack to save. So you'd have to rely on save states.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that's not ideal.
Yeah. I mean, I think the capability to emulate the controller pack might be in the emulator they use for Switch Online. But
I guess it's just a case of waiting and seeing if it's a can't do it or just don't want to do it situation,
I was probably
or
just
just haven't done it yet situation.
It's probably just in terms of controller pack. I'm not sure actually, because I know things like the Wii Virtual Console didn't support it, but because like Mario Kart uses it for like, I think it uses it for ghost data.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think Mario Kart 64 because its main saves are on the cartridge, but I think for ghost data it uses the controller pack. Most of my N64 knowledge though comes from like emulating it though.
Yeah, I haven't really played or used that many N64 games. Most of my N64 knowledge is limited to Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask.
Mm.
So I think I've said in the past that I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of the N64 classics.
Yeah.
I think it's just because they're before my time, and so I don't have the nostalgia, and they haven't aged the most gracefully.
Yeah, I was gonna say like some of them like they haven't aged quite well. Like the graphics, especially like that really like low res textures. Like I can't get them with them at all.
I think it's also a case where the way a lot of emulation and like modern displays shows N64 games doesn't do them any favors in the modern age.
Yeah, because they were obviously designed for CRT.
Yeah, N64 I think more so than almost any other console of the time, really. I feel like. Because like, and a lot of emulators, at least by default, and this applies to things like Switch Online, they don't render it particularly accurately to the how the console itself would render. So for one thing, a lot of N64 emulation stuff, even official ones, they'll like bump the resolution up, which is already inaccurate. But like, even if it, but like the N64 has like very specific things in its video output that you kind of have to get the right emulators to sort of see. And I think when the N64 is presented like that, it does end up looking a bit better.
Oh, I can never remember the way out of this cave. I feel like every time I've gone down for obsidian, I get lost. Oh no, here we go.
Come on, crafting table. There we go.
Oh god, I'm really sleepy. Oh, Mondays are just too long.
Yeah.
Who do we like to watch on YouTube, on Twitch? When it comes to Twitch, I don't really watch many people outside of like this group and Army and Meg. I tend to, and obviously Harry McIntyre as well for the Xenoblade goodness. Because watching a stream is a big. I feel I don't like to just jump into the middle, so I like to try and watch the whole thing, and that's a big commitment. then for YouTube, I like obviously some call me Johnny, which I'm sure Ben will agree with me on. I like Arlo. I like Chugga Conroy as well. He does good Let's Plays.
When it comes to
Then,
YouTube, alright, continue.
Oh. Then one I'm really into, mainly because they are Xenoblade people, are Enel and Luxon. I think they're the main ones. I occasionally watch a lot of the Zelda tubers, like Zelda and that, but now that Tears of the Kingdom's out, I haven't watched them so much because I don't need something to fuel the hype. What about you, Blunter? Apart from us, obviously. Yeah, I don't get as much time to watch stuff as I used to though. Because I could put stuff on while I'm working from home, but I tend to get distracted very easily from my work, so I tend to just listen to music instead.
Fair.
There's a few Twitch streamers that I watch, but I don't watch them on Twitch. I watch their VODs on like YouTube. Mainly like Vine Source and RT Game.
Oh, Vine Source is pretty good.
When it comes to Vine Source, I'm mainly familiar with like some like certain like Joel videos and memes.
Oh yeah. No, Siva Gunner, like
Yeah.
something. On.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the classic Granddad.
Right, we have an ender chest now. Well, we have two to be specific.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to YouTube, it's like for me, it's like it depends on what kind of videos I'm like what sort of type of videos I'm wanting to watch at that time.
Yeah,
like,
there's like the few I'll specifically watch, and then I'll just watch a lot of random stuff.
because like I can go from like watching gaming stuff to like tech stuff and then just other stuff. And well, it's usually VODs, but I do like keep up with at least some of HoloLive, but mainly the EN ones though, because I speak the language. But it's
I
mostly.
did fall into a poker tuber rabbit hole yesterday.
Although as a as a Sonic fan, I don't really watch anyone that really like call themselves Sonic tubers though. Like obviously I watch certain people that are, quite big Sonic fans, but
Oh, that reminds me, Geek Critique.
oh yeah,
I
love
really
his
like his videos.
yeah, his videos are some of my favourite in terms of gaming videos.
Oh, I rewatch his Metroid ones a lot. Not so much the Prime ones, but like the 2D Metroid ones. They're always a good time. I'm looking forward to his Dread one that he's been teasing.
I'm just obviously constantly looking forward to whenever he does more Sonic content as well. Because like Sonic content is how I found him. What a surprise!
I think I found him because of his Metroid stuff.
Yeah.
I think it was, I want to say it was when Samus Returns was coming out. I think he was uploading a few of them around then.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's like, because he's like relatively active on the Sonic Retro forums, and he was like, he posted either his Sonic 1 or Sonic 2 video, and like that's when I like found him. So it was like a fair while, like a little while before his like Metroid stuff.
Yeah, I can't even remember how I found his video. I was probably just searching for Metroid stuff. Oh, that reminds me, like, when Metroid Dread was coming out, I was like, just scooping up every tiny bit of Metroid stuff on YouTube that I could. I got so into the pre-release of that game, probably the most out of any game that's come out recently. Like even with like Pikmin 4, Tears of the Kingdom, and Xenoblade 3, I wasn't like, I was obviously very excited, but I wasn't like scooping up every tiny bit of detail about them. Well, it's probably because I had to go to work for those, whereas Dread, I was working from home all the time.
I figure Sonic Mania was my version of that.
There's been a few games for me where I've been like that. Xenoblade 3 I definitely would have been, but I was just very busy with work at the time. And obviously, actually no, to tell the truth, I was a little bit apprehensive about Xenoblade 3 considering future connected. And then yeah, Pikmin 4, I had Tears of the Kingdom keeping me busy and work.
I mean, obviously, I'm excited for Sonic Superstars, although I'm not quite on the same like hype train level as with Sonic Mania. But I think obviously because Sonic Mania was the first one in such a long time.
There's a difference between like opening that floodgate and just being the next one.
I think also with Sonic Mania, it's like I think Sonic Mania kind of also just took the kind of hype sort of thing out of me.
Yeah, I feel weird now because like now that Pikmin 4's out, all of the games that I've been excited for a long time are out now, besides one.
Yeah.
But that game doesn't feel real anymore. So I don't know what to get hyped for now. My life just feels empty. God damn it. My Wii U game fell over.
Your one Wii U game?
Yeah. It's the only game left standing. Like, my Wii U, I had it for basically Xenoblade X and Pikmin 1 and 2. And now I don't need it for Pikmin 1 and 2.
Well, so it's currently if you wanted to play it, because you're waiting for a physical, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm not in that much of a rush to play them. Like, if I'm desperate for Pikmin, I've got some missions like a Platinum on 4, and I've got 3 as well that I could replay.
Yeah.
But 4 was like really, really long, and I need a bit of a break before I go back to more Pikmin.
Fair.
It's like 3 times as long as all the other games.
Also,
I think when I streamed them all, they all took me like 20-something days each, if I remember correctly. And Pikmin 4 took me 60.
And is a day in Pikmin 4 about the same length as a day in any of the other games?
Yeah. And it's comparable to 2 because it's got the caves as well. And obviously time doesn't really pass in them. I just learned that you can edit Minecraft signs without destroying them.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that was a recent update.
Huh.
I think it was the last one.
That's really handy. And now I'm stuck waiting for the text box to load. Yeah, I need a new game to get hyped for. They need to announce something. Like, Mario Wonder looks pretty good, but it's not the sort of game that I'm like super excited for.
I think I'd probably be more excited. I'm really looking forward to it. I'd be more excited if I didn't have a new 2D Sonic to be excited about.
Yeah, for me it's just like, I find 2D Mario games fun, and I will definitely play it and beat it. But they're not games that I get like really super into. Yeah.
I am low-key quite looking forward to that the game that's like doing the CDI thing.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
Yeah, like I'm unironically quite looking forward to that.
Oh, that reminds me of like how many people on the Nintendo Switch subreddit were getting angry about it on its reveal.
Of course they were.
Like, oh, you know, it wasn't like... They were basically moaning that, oh, the CDI games are funny because they weren't meant to be like bad. And this is like intentionally doing that, and I'm like, come on, guys.
Just like learn how to have fun.
Yeah. Oh, there was a proper ass on Reddit today. So
What else is
one
new?
of the missions in Pikmin 4 is to like build all of the structures you can build. And so someone put up just a guide of where they all were.
Yeah.
And some guy started going on a rant about how like he's harming the community by posting that because he's encouraging low IQ people to join.
This is on the Pikmin subreddit.
Yeah.
It's the Pikmin subreddit.
I mean, they're insane, but they're not usually dicks.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, in Pikmin subreddit, it's not like, you know, it's not like the highbrow, you know, discussion place, is it?
No.
Pikmin, r/Pikmin's reputation is, you know, is like the insanity.
How cutesy, like, and just fun the games are. I genuinely don't know why the community is just so unhinged.
Yeah.
I genuinely think like the wait for Pikmin 4 just like destroyed their sanity. Yeah, there's that other Dialga and Palkia theme.
It's not quite on the same level as other games, but I'm keeping my eye out for that Silent Hope game that was in the Nintendo Direct, just because it slightly superficially reminds me of Dragalia Lost.
I don't think I remember that one. Oh, no, wait, yes I do. Yeah, I remember you mentioning it actually.
So it's like I'm keeping my eye on it at least.
Obviously, we're gonna get Dragalia Lost as a launch game on the Switch too.
Oh, if only. It's like, don't fill me with hope.
Yeah, I reckon there's a lot of stuff that's been put. Like, I guarantee Metroid Prime 4 is probably going to be on the next console now. Maybe as a cross-release, like Breath of the Wild was. So I just feel like we would have heard something, maybe not like a proper trailer, but something by now if it was going to come out on the Switch.
Yeah.
You know, I just remembered exists, that new Princess Peach game.
Yeah, that one was odd. I don't get why they revealed that one so early. Like, they don't even have a name.
I like how I'm like,
same with the like Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon announcement. Like, it's next year. I'm not sure why they announced that so early.
Maybe they were tired of Mario fans thinking that they abandoned him, even though they hadn't.
I swear, like, half the Nintendo YouTubers don't play most of Nintendo's games. Because they're always moaning, oh, there's no games to play. And I'm like, look at all these games coming out that you could play. Just pick.
Like,
You
there's
don't have to play all of them, just pick something.
So there's a Scott the Was clip of like, it's like, you know, where he's like, you know, parodying like Nintendo YouTubers, and his like one of the lines is like, I've never played Metroid. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
this just
I've
goes
never
nowhere.
played Metroid. What's an F-Zero? It's a shame because they have so many other franchises that deserve to do well, but like a lot of people just throw a bitch fit if it's not Zelda or Mario.
Zelda fans are quite bad for that, aren't they?
Zelda fans I love Zelda to death. Like, it's one of my favorite series, but their fans, my god, they're so entitled. They literally just got Tears of the Kingdom, and they were having a massive like moan about not getting Twilight Princess and Wind Waker because they've just decided that they need them on Switch.
I mean, I get that people, you know, want it on Switch, which, you know, wanting it on Switch, fair enough, but like, if they, you know, it's like you can't really complain about the state of the Zelda franchise when, you know, literally, you know, Game of the Year contender.
Yeah, that's also selling really, really well.
Yeah. As I said, before Sonic Superstars was revealed, you know, Tears of the Kingdom was probably my like main Game of the Year, like not like contender for me, but it's like now there's a new 2D Sonic game. 2D
mine
Sonic is like, you know,
mine's definitely Pikmin 4.
yeah,
Like,
it's like
I love Tears of the Kingdom to death, but it's also still very, very Breath of the Wildy.
mm,
Whereas while Pikmin 4 takes a lot of inspiration from Pikmin 2, it's still its own thing.
yeah,
And obviously I love Pikmin.
yeah. And for me, it's like 2D Classic Sonic is like my favorite type of game. So, you know.
Really has been a good
Ooh.
year for us.
Ah. Rude.
Diamond I just saw.
Yeah, I think so.
I should probably do something for the rest of the stream. I've been staring at the axolotls.
Oh,
while
why are there so many
ranting about.
zombies down here?
Like they're just walking like single file like,
Actually,
towards you.
while we're on the subject of fan bases with expectations that are way too high, have you seen all the predictions that are coming out about this Pokemon Presents?
Oh,
No,
jeez.
I haven't.
Like, there are some people that genuinely think we're gonna get like the next mainline game, even though we haven't even got the Scarlet Violet DLC
That's
yet.
good. It's just gonna be on. It's gonna be Scarlet Violet DLC. It's gonna probably just have random stuff about like the mobile games and Unite.
There'll be probably
Big
Detective
Complete.
Pikachu 2. 'Cause that's
Maybe,
been, like,
yeah.
probably
Oh yeah.
revealed now.
Or
I
maybe
reckon
something
there
about the
might be a
anime.
surprise- There might be a surprise spin-off.
Mm.
But yeah, there won't be a remake because that will clash with the Scarlet Violet DLC. Same for the people who are like, oh, we're getting Legends too. Like, Legends was literally, I know it feels longer, but it was literally last year. We're
Yeah.
not getting Legends too.
Oh, granted, with the expected, with the turnaround Pokemon Company seems to expect from Game Freak, I wouldn't be surprised.
The thing that really bugs me about the Pokemon fan base is you have people moaning, oh, you know, the games don't get enough dev time, which they don't. But then you have them coming up with these just completely unrealistic expectations of, oh, we want this game now, we want it this year. And it's like, you can't have it both ways.
About the
Bear in
Pokemon.
mind that a lot of the Pokemon fan base is kids. Like,
Well, they
you
should
know, like
be
they're
on
the
the
target
internet.
audience.
I feel like with
That is
Pokemon,
true, though.
especially at the moment with Pokemon, it's like you kind of get two extremes. You get like the people who are just constantly moaning about the state of the games, but then the people who are like constantly trying to stop other people moaning, and it's like you guys are no better than each other.
Mm.
This is why I just don't look at people's opinions on the internet.
That's fair. Well
I
done.
enjoy reading other people's opinions about games and seeing what people are talking about in communities, but I've just learned to
Sounds like it.
I've learned to just avoid the Pokemon community because it's
Yeah.
there's no middle ground. There's no because obviously I really enjoyed Legends Arceus, but wasn't the biggest fan of Scarlet and Violet. And it seems to be you either hate all the Switch games or you love them all. And
Yeah.
I'm like I'm now in the middle.
Yeah.
And I didn't like hate Scarlet and Violet. I still enjoyed it. I just think it has a lot of issues.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what bugs me with like the newer Pokemon games, because like what they do well, they do really well,
Mm.
but they're let down by things that should be easy fixes.
Yeah, I think like they didn't need to rush. They didn't need to rush Legends Arceus for the start of the year, and they didn't need to rush Scarlet and Violet for last year at all. If they delayed Legends Arceus to say November and done Scarlet and Violet this year, I think they both would have really benefited from that extra polish time.
Yeah.
Because they are, as much as I love Legends Arceus, it is also a little bit rough around the edges. Not quite as rough, but
It's still
it still
pretty
has
rough.
its like the water in that game. I'm sorry, is but ugly. Like if you look at anything that's like submerged in the water, there's just this horrible like aliasing effect over it.
I mean, the game as a whole does not know the concept of upscaling filters. It just straight up nearest neighbor upscales anything that's below the target resolution, which, you know, depending on your display, looks pretty horrible.
Also, one thing I don't think Game Freak have quite got the hang of is repeating textures.
Oh, I mean, it's worse in
Which
Scarlet
is-
Violet than
yeah.
Arceus, though.
Which is fine in 2D games, but in 3D games it's...
Some of the tiled textures in Scarlet Violet, it genuinely looks like an N64 game with the textures.
Have you seen the ones that warp?
Yes, I have seen a bit of that.
Yeah, it's
Like, how
really
does that
off-
happen on modern
really-
graphic
I
with
don't
modern
know.
graphics hardware?
It's really off-putting.
Like, how does it happen with modern graphics hardware? I genuinely don't understand.
I think my
if I had
favourite...
to guess,
My favourite... Oh no, sorry Sam, you go first.
I was going to say, if I had to guess, like with the terrain warping, it's them using like different level of detail models, but they don't match up exactly, and so like when it transitions from one, like from the low poly model to the high poly model, it just deforms.
See, that lines up with what I've been reading about Game Freak recently, because obviously they don't have that many employees. Like, the majority of the people who work on the Pokemon games are contractors. And apparently, according to all the employee reviews that have been left, communication between the main employees and the contractors is really bad. And that the main employees haven't really updated their skills to match. Because they're basically still all the old timers from like the Red and Blue days.
Yeah.
They haven't properly developed their skills for these larger 3D games, and they're not communicating with their contractors properly. So stuff like this happens where the LODs don't quite match each other.
I mean, at least it has LODs.
Yeah, it's a
Sword
step.
and Shield didn't.
Yeah, it's a
It
step
lagged
forward.
horribly. Yeah, the Pokemon like appeared like 5 steps in front of you. And that
I
was
mean,
I'm
Poppin is
surprised
still
that
a
actually
problem.
got released.
Poppin's still kind of a problem.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the pop-in is the amount of times that I got into a fight with a Pokemon that hadn't even loaded in yet in Scarlet and Violet. Also,
Yeah.
the collision. Like, it was already annoying me that like you slightly scrape any Pokemon and you start a fight. And I know that's like how it worked in like older RPGs and stuff. But like we're not in an older RPG anymore. But like so many of the hitboxes are so wonky. There was a Pokemon behind a tree, like at least 3 meters away from me. And apparently I hit its hitbox and got into a fight, and then because my Pokemon in the lead was slow, it wouldn't let me run. Because they decided to take away a bunch of stuff from Arceus because they released them too close to each other. My favourite though was the ladder glitch animation.
That was so
Yeah.
funny.
That was beautiful. See, like a little glitch like that where it's kind of a visual thing and doesn't really affect the gameplay, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing is just funny. But there were a lot of things in Scarlet and Violet that just felt janky. Like the lock-on is terrible. Like it's so
annoying,
bad
the
that it might as
lock-on-
well not even be there.
Yeah. It's annoying because like the lock-on in Legends Arceus was like okay,
Yeah.
but because they released like so close, obviously they didn't have time to implement it.
Also with Scarlet and Violet, you know, like the sort of thing where like further away things have a lower animation rate to save on CPU.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so aggressively done in Scarlet and Violet. You can be like, you know, practically next
Have
to
you
something,
seen the
but it's still,
windmill?
yeah, the windmill.
What gets me with that is it's a scripted battle with the first Titan, and they intentionally chose a camera angle to show off the windmill.
And it's too far away.
Like they intentionally, like did that and thought, yeah, that looks good.
Because like, it's just things can get to such a low animation rate.
The windmill literally gets to like 1 FPS.
Yeah. And like Arceus, you know, got pretty bad at times with it, but not that bad.
I think with Arceus it wasn't so bad because it was mostly the Pokemon doing it, and
Yeah.
obviously they'd go LOD anyway and kind of fade out. Because
I
it
mean,
was like a moving part of it was a moving part of the terrain, so it was always just constantly in view
I
and
mean,
not
in
not loading out.
in Arceus with the Pokemon themselves, they wouldn't have to get that far away to switch to their low animation rate, but
Right.
not as bad as Scarlet Violet.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near as
See,
It's
one thing that
egregious.
did annoy me, and I feel it's more of a design issue than an actual bug or anything, but they picked so many small Pokemon to be in the region, so you just can't see them and you keep just running into them.
Yeah.
Alright, I might go do some mining.
with
When are we streaming until?
10:30, I guess. Like you.
as a 10:30 is
Yeah.
the latest I can go. So
Yeah, I can't go for any later than that. So Tuesday's my second office day.
yeah.
Sunrise? No, I've got work tomorrow, Bunter. So is
I've
Ben,
also
I think.
got work here.
Saturday.
But if we're going for another
I don't
half
know.
hour, I'm just gonna go grab some more water. So we'll be
Alright,
back
cool.
in a moment. So I guess you guys can keep the stream going.
We'll keep bitching about Pokemon.
Uh,
Yeah, I feel like I've said most of what I would say. I can't think of any other things I'd want to moan about.
I could
without
probably
just
think.
beating a dead horse.
I could probably think of something when I get back.
I mean, I could probably think of more, but I feel like we'd be beating a bit of a dead horse.
That's fine. I'll think of things to moan about with BDSP.
I haven't played that enough to moan about it.
I mean, I'll moan about it even as someone who relatively enjoyed it. So, yeah, that or I'll just moan about Sonic. Anyways, we'll go grab drink.
Enjoy, don't die. What were you saying, Sam?
Oh, no, speaking of dead horses, the section in Sun and Moon with the barricade
Oh,
and the woods there.
Yeah, that really annoys me as well, because it's so pointless. I've got into too many arguments with Joe about that.
Yeah. I mean, it's like literally game design 101. Like, the first thing you learn in game design. Like, not to do that.
Yeah, I think that just the fences in general just have always taken me out of it, 'cause they just don't look
Yeah.
good. And it's why I always say Alola feels like a theme park tool.
Yeah. I mean, like, from a story point, I kind of get it. But from a gameplay point, it's just... I don't want to say lazy, but it feels like a cheap cop-out.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy these, Blunter. Yeah, like, I know the roadblocks have always been fairly like inconsequential in Pokemon. They've never been the most amazing things, but the fences just took it to a whole new level of lame.
Yeah.
Well, these are the fences that also have like a more natural roadblock right next to them.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like that's what really bugged me about the ride Pokemon in Sun and Moon. Was because while the concept was really cool and was much better than HM's, there's like 2 instances where that actually uses a roadblock that you'd need to go back for, which kind of makes them all feel relatively pointless. Because it's not like Pokemon's a game with complex traveling or puzzle mechanics to actually use them with. There's no like strength puzzles or anything. There's like one strength puzzle and it's not that hard. So it's like it just makes them feel like completely pointless.
And you know, like, why it's like that?
I know why it's like that, yeah. I just wish it wasn't.
Because, kids these days, like, they're too busy playing mobile games, they don't want to do puzzles.
Oh, that interview really annoyed me.
Obviously, they're just targeting the Joe audience because apparently caves are outdated.
It's working now, apparently.
Mm.
I mean, each Pokemon game seems to just sell more and more.
That was the same justification they used when they cut the Battle Frontier from Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and that annoyed me because I was looking forward to doing that again. I was looking forward to doing it in a game where I could easily breed a team because of the modern breeding mechanics.
Can't wait to see how they butcher Black and White when they eventually get around to that.
No, don't. I'm dreading those remakes. I honestly kind of just hope they don't remake them. I don't want to see them butcher them.
Skip straight to X and Y.
I mean, X and Y need the remake more, I would say. Like they could actually benefit from it, whereas I feel like Black and White, they could only make it worse.
See, I prefer like a brand new game, but like set in an old region.
That would be cool.
Kind of like how in Gold and Silver you could go back to Kanto and like it had changed, or or even to a lesser extent, Black and White too.
Yeah, I was about to say that's why they're my favourite. Like third version. I still don't get why. Actually, no, I know why, but like it does bug me when Joe's like, "Oh, they're more cash grabby than Ultra," and I'm like, "Did we play the same Ultra?"
Yeah.
For me, my main problem with Ultra is just that they split them into two.
Yeah, that is my main issue.
It would be so much less cash grabby if it was just a third version.
Like all of the other stuff it does is the same kind of stuff other third versions do.
Yeah.
Although I think Sun and Moon was a bit less subtle with where it clearly left stuff out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think just Ultra being in 2 was the main issue.
Yeah. Plus, they could have, called it something cool like Eclipse or something. With third version.
Eclipse or like Supernova or something.
Yeah.
Or
What about Pokemon Stars?
I was
That's
gonna say,
coming to
yeah.
Switch any day now.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
The thing is, they could have had a really cool premise with Ultra as well, because like Gen 7 was all about like essentially like the multiverse and the different worlds. They could have really like put some changes into the story to emphasize it's not just an enhanced version, it's a different world version. But they just didn't really do anything with that.
What are you talking about? Some places have like more trees than they did.
And didn't
Is that
didn't they like butcher the story for like the most interesting character?
Oh yeah.
Completely.
We did get Ultra Necrozma though, so.
Don't get me started on that. I wouldn't mind it so much. Like there are like 3 reasons why it's super challenging. It has really high stats. It gets a stat boost like the other totems. And it's like 10 levels higher than the boss before it. And I think if you took away one of those 3 things, it would be a fair but challenging fight. But all 3 together, it's just not balanced at all. Like the fact that most people just like literally the strategy to beat it is just get a Zorua and cheese it. Like if you have a balanced team on the same level as it, good luck. Or at the level you're supposed to be at that part of the game. Because like the level curve is really weird because I think you fight Solgaleo / Lunala, and that's like level 50. It jumps up to level 60 for Necrozma, and then it's back down to level 55 for the stuff after it.
I see they took notes from OG Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah. It's just such a weird level spike.
That's actually something that I did enjoy with BDSP is that they kept they kept Cynthia really stupidly difficult.
See, and I feel like Cynthia is a much more fair difficulty.
I'm just glad they didn't neuter her difficulty because modern Pokemon games.
Yeah, because like she's hard because she has good movesets and good Pokemon.
Yeah. I mean, it does make the difficulty spike even more. Like, it does make it even more of a spike because the rest of the game is easier than the original because of like XP share and just quality of life stuff.
That's how she should be. But yeah, Ultra Necrozma is just only hard because it has. Like, I think what I always really enjoyed about playing other RPGs is your opponent was always on the same playing field as you. Like, you would always have access to the same kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So if you saw an opponent doing something that was really powerful, you could go, oh, I could do that myself. Whereas Ultra Necrozma throws that all out the window to just be absurdly powerful. And even when you catch it for yourself, you can't get it to that same degree.
Oh, is it like the meme where it's like the boss, and then the boss when
Yeah.
you recruit it as a playable character?
Yeah, because like it works like the totem Pokemon, so it gets like stat boosts.
You say that as if I've played enough
Oh,
Southern Moon.
Basically, they get like a massive stat boost at the start of each fight.
It's like, I have Moon, but I've barely played it. I think I'm still on Tutorial Island.
To be fair, Tutorial Island is a slog.
I just don't have much interest in playing Pokemon outside of Arceus at the moment.
How far have you got into the post game?
Not very, because I've not had much time to play much games lately.
I'll be eagerly awaiting your opinion on the post game. It's pretty good.
I mean, the rest of the game is pretty good, so I would hope so.
I'll be interested to see how you handle the final fight as well, whether you struggle with it or not.
Oh, I've been constantly under-leveled, so...
Oh, you're gonna have a hell of a time.
Like, throughout, like, my last few play sessions, like, sort of from, like, post-Avalugg, like, all that stuff, I was, like, 5 to 10 levels underneath everything.
I think I had the opposite problem, because I did so much deck stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, the final battle is, it's a doozy.
But yeah, it's like, I was just so constantly under-leveled.
Yeah, that was one thing I did appreciate about Legends Arceus, actually, was because of how the levels and like alphas and stuff work. There was actually some challenge to it, without being like overly stupidly hard.
Yeah, it's probably the hardest Pokemon game on Switch, from what I can tell at least. Because, well, Pokemon Let's Go is intentionally easy to cater to the Pokemon Go crowd. Sword and Shield is just annoyingly easy.
Yeah, I can't really fault Let's Go because that's what it's set out to be.
Well, Sword and Shield is annoyingly easy until you get to Leon, and then he's like kinda challenging, but I think that's only because the rest of the game's so easy.
I think there's he has a bit of a level spike as well.
Yeah, he definitely does. And
he has to, because he is the unbeatable champion.
Let's have a champion time.
I feel like they had a real cool story opportunity they could have done with him. It's such a missed opportunity. Like, they could have played into the whole sports sponsorship thing that they were clearly going for and had him be essentially like a fraud. And like that would have added so much to Hop's character as well. But no, just he's got to be a goofy guy that gets lost with his Charizard.
I mean, I did kind of find him like how he just has like 0 survivability skills in the real world, but is like actually competent at battling. And I do kind of find it slightly funny, especially because especially also just in like a meta sense, just that he manages to get lost in the world, even though it's like one of the most linear Pokemon worlds. So it's like, obviously, I presume that's not meant to be an intentional joke, but it's just it ends up kind of being a bit of a meta joke.
Yeah.
It's like he manages to get lost even in these like corridor routes.
Oh, but they're not corridors. You can jump over a ledge, like you can do in every Route 1.
Yeah. Route 10
that is one.
In Sword and Shield still annoys me. It's like it has the build-up, it has the music, it has, even like it has, some like the atmosphere, but it's just like squandered on being just as easy and linear as every other route.
I really do miss some of the DS and GBA route designs. As they weren't like massively complex, but they had some depth to them and different routes. And
Yeah.
actually, when I replayed X and Y fairly recently, that was still pretty good on that level. And I didn't remember it from my first playthrough, but I was pleasantly surprised. It's just I think when they moved away from the tile-based thing, they just weren't quite sure. It's like the moment you get to Sun and Moon, everything starts feeling very corridory. Although that's not really an issue anymore because open world. And to be fair to them, I think Scarlet and Violet's world is fairly well put together. I think there's a bit of an imbalance between the north and southern half. Like all of the southern areas feel very samey and a bit flat. But like once you go north, there's lots of interesting areas and there's like really cool caves to explore and stuff. I don't know if you noticed that like divide at all, Sam.
Yeah.
Actually, saying that, the psychic town was in the south, and that had a cool cave leading up to it.
See the fire reflected in the like metal door on the blast furnace.
That's quite cool.
I did like what Scarlet and Violet did with the legendaries.
I still need to do them.
The not the box legendaries, what are they, Treasures of Ruin?
Are they the ones where you need to like pull out the like 8 things in each area?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still need to do that. I just wish there was a way to track which ones you've done. Because I've done a few of them as I was going and I don't know what I've done now. But yeah, that's the kind of thing I wanted the legendaries to do for a while, is actually make you work to get them. And they've not really done that since Diamond and Pearl, really. I mean, even Black and White, they do kind of hand some of them to you.
Yeah. Well, hello.
So with Diamond and Pearl, even like the box legendaries, it's like even obviously you get handed them in the story. There's if you want to catch them, they're still like hard to catch.
Yeah.
And then there's Eternatus, where you literally can't not catch it. I did find the idea of like not getting the box legendaries till the post game in Sword and Shield was like somewhat interesting, because I wasn't expecting that. Shame that the post game story sucked, but hey.
Oh, what with medieval Jedward?
Medieval Jedward. Oh. That's how I did enjoy the meme where like someone made Gunther like with the Pokemon gun.
Oh my god! Yeah, I remember that. That was amazing.
Is there a worse set of villains in Pokemon than medieval Jedward?
At least they have personality and charm, and that's more than I can say for Team Yell. So.
Yeah, but I think Team Yell annoyed me less.
Yeah, that's fair.
Plus, like thematically, I did think Team Yell did fit like a UK-based region fairly well.
Yeah.
That is one thing I can't fault too much about Sword and Shield. It's like they did do a lot. They did get a lot of the UK-ness, sort of.
Yeah.
It's
they
like
were missing the Boomer Gammons that should have been the real bad guys.
It's like it's a small thing, but when I first saw like one of the bins, I was
the bins, yeah.
I was like, yeah, those look like the kind of bin I would see if I'm just like out walking around. Like it's such a small thing, but it was one of the things. Also, the train stations look quite like.
I mean,
British
even though
stations.
Windon ended up being really small, it did look like London.
Yeah.
Like, it's very close.
I guess the only
even the way the streets kind of curve, the way they do, kind of reminded me a lot of some streets in London.
The only place it really falls is just the random desert that Britain definitely has. that famous British desert.
Yeah. I mean, it's still better than just a random patch of sand in the wild area.
Oh, God, the wild area. Thing is, looking back, I think for the most part the visuals in Sword and Shield, like for the routes,
The
they're
actual
not
routes
they're not
look fine.
groundbreaking, but they're not bad. But the wild
look
area just looks so bad.
They look just like, well, they look nice.
Yeah, like they look nice
Basically,
enough.
Yeah.
And I think especially like the forest area and the
Oh,
town in the
was
forest.
really
Oh, yeah.
nice, yeah.
And the town inside the forest especially looks quite nice, but like the wild area just drags it down, especially given that they expect you to spend so much time in it.
I think what makes it worse is it stands out from the rest of the game. Like it's clearly graphically a lot worse,
Yeah,
which is a shame because we saw what they could do with the wild areas in the DLC. They were a lot better.
I still never got any of the DLC for Sword and Shield. I was just done with the game by then.
Like there is part of me that kind of wants to get the Scarlet Violet DLC because there's that part of my brain going, the Sword and Shield DLC was so much better than the base game. It might be the case here, but at the same time, I just really don't want to spend more money on it.
Yeah, that was me with Sword and Shield. It's like I know it's meant to be better than the base game, but I was just done with Sword and Shield by that point.
Yeah.
Actually, I think part of why I've not paid this time is with Sword and Shield, most of my issues were from a design perspective. So the DLC having better like design like that was able to kind of trump most of my issues. Whereas most of my issues with Scarlet and Violet are technical issues. The actual design I'm fine with. And the DLC is not going to fix those technical issues. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna justify the fact that I just don't want to buy Pokemon anymore.
I mean, I haven't bought Pokemon since Arceus.
I will probably, depending on what spin-offs get announced, like if they come out with like a new ranger or a new mystery dungeon or something, I'll definitely be there for that. But I think I'm done with mainline Pokemon now. I think I've just kind of got to accept that I've not necessarily outgrown it, but I don't know what the word is, but I've out something it. Whereas if they do another Legends though, I'll definitely pick that up.
I mean, for me, yeah, I'm kind of checked out of main series Pokemon just because like I think other RPGs have like spoiled me now. Of course, if they, obviously I'll keep my eye on it, and if there's obviously something that comes out that looks like something I'd enjoy, then obviously I, pick it up. But if they kind of keep on the sort of current trajectory, I can't see myself continuing to pick up the series.
That kind of was Scarlet Violet for me. Like watching other people play it, it looked quite fun, and it looked like it was doing a lot I wanted them to do, and it was fun. But I think I overestimated my ability to look past the issues.
Yeah, I think I just got spoiled by like Dragon Quest and Xenoblade. It's like the battle system in particular. It's like for me, it's like it just feels so slow compared to those games now.
Oh, definitely. Like going from Arceus to Scarlet and Violet, like it's amazing how much faster Arceus feels. And even then, I wouldn't say Arceus is particularly fast. But what do you think the next Legends? I would hope, personally, my hope is Gen 5, like Unova. Because a lot of that region's story is tied into its legends in the past and the history, kind of like Sinnoh is. So there's some cool stuff they could do. But I'm not overly fussed about which one it'll be. I'll be there either way. I think Johto could be quite cool, because that has a lot of history to it.
Yeah, I was just about to say Johto might be good.
So we have Pokemon Legends Galar, so we can actually have a good game in that region.
I think Alola could work quite well actually, because you could have different Ultra Space worlds as like the different areas, and like how the different islands are would probably fit quite well with how Legends separates its areas out. Because I've wanted to explore like the different Ultra Space worlds for ages without being tiny areas tied to a mini game like they are in Ultra.
Yeah, I know Alola, like in the backstory, it's got a lot of like lore there. Like how like when Solar Geo or Lunala first came, like I think it appeared like the king or something,
Yeah.
and like Ace Roller's related to the king.
Wasn't there like a war or something with the Tapus?
I think so.
Because that'd be quite interesting.
Like, maybe- Yeah.
Because like the Tapus are supposed to be quite intelligent, so you could have them as characters in, not necessarily speaking characters, but characters within the story doing things, and could be quite interesting.
Now that
They did speak in Sun and Moon, or at least Tapu Koko.
Yeah.
Now that we're saying all this, I'm just thinking, did Hoenn really have much backstory compared to other regions? But I can't remember if it really had much
Not
backstory.
really. I mean, there's the Reggies who have implied backstory, but it never really gets delved into. And I don't
Like
really.
with-
I think a lot of what Rayquaza and Kyogre and stuff have came from Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah.
They were kind of just big water whale, big land
Yeah.
thing in the originals.
I feel like with Hoenn, a lot of it's just kind of present day
Yeah.
rather than going into much history.
I think a lot of the like Kyogre and Groudon's backstory was like prehistory, like
Yeah.
like real ancient times.
Mhm.
Yeah. So like the more recent stuff with them was like more what Omega Ruby brought in.
Obviously, we get Pokemon Legends, whatever region Pokemon Dash is set in.
It's probably like a pun on running or something.
Hmm. Pokemon Legends Rhyme City.
Kalos could be an interesting one, because even though there aren't many legendaries to base it on, you could do something with Mega Evolution.
You could do something with
And there's the
the
whole
war.
like war with like AZ. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point actually. Actually, that would probably work if they ever wanted to revisit like Pokemon Conquest or whatever it was.
Hmm.
Or if they want to do like a Pokemon Warriors game, because I think they did mention that when Koei Tecmo were talking about Nintendo franchises they could do, that was one of the ones that was mentioned.
Mind me, I think if I wanted a Warriors Nintendo game, like another one, you can probably guess what I'd want it to be, and it's probably what you would want it to be.
Yeah, I definitely want Xenoblade Warriors. The thing is, because they've started doing these more like semi-canon, less crossovery ones recently, like Age of Calamity, I honestly think Xenoblade 3's like concept would fit really well with that.
How about Monkey's Paw? We get a Xenoblade X sequel, but it's a Warriors game.
I could live with that, I suppose. It's something.
To be fair, if we have Xenoblade Warriors, I think we should riot if Tatsu's not a playable character in some form.
Yeah, he needs to be in it.
even if he has to just be like part of like someone else's like moveset.
Like
He
boys
could
living
eas-
around.
Yeah, he could easily be
Yeah.
part of Lynn's moveset. I reckon if we I feel like if we did get one, most of the roster would be from 1, 2, and 3. But I reckon we'd
Yeah.
at least get Elmer. I reckon we'd at least get Elmer,
Mm.
just to get a little bit of extra representation. We wouldn't get anyone from Xenogears because Square Enix
No.
hates us. We'd probably get Cosmos though.
Yeah. But I could see it being more so Xenoblade 2 than Xenosaga.
Yeah, I reckon there'd probably be a few costumes like as DLC.
Mm.
It's like Xenoblade 2 in the base game, and then like some of the Xenosaga designs as downloadables.
Or maybe make X DLC or something.
Yeah, like that could work quite easily.
I don't know if Warriors games ever do much character customization stuff.
I don't really know. I don't think so.
Because obviously it'd be quite hard to put Cross in, even though they're not particularly important to X's story. Aside
Yeah, I
from
imagine
being
Cross
the
would
player
just get
control
cut.
character. Yeah,
I
'cause
can't
they're not,
really imagine Cross being there.
because really in the grand scheme of things, they're not particularly important to X's story.
No.
Outside
Maybe
of
like
just,
if we ever get a sequel, something will get revealed about them.
Mm.
But I do kind of just like the idea of them just being someone who happened to get their memory damaged in the crash. All the other protagonists fit the special person bill enough.
Oh.
Hopefully, if they do it though, they'd actually like market it and it doesn't fly under the radar like Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes did.
I keep
I
forgetting
feel
that game
like that
exists.
game kind of just came and went out of nowhere.
Yeah. When did it come out again? Like,
Last
was
year
it?
sometime.
Yeah, was it like around other Nintendo releases or?
I think I didn't get it because it came out like a month before Xenoblade 3.
Ah, right.
That's like specifically why I didn't get it, because like, I know I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah. Whereas I didn't get it because I didn't play Three Houses. There's not much point. If I'm gonna get a Fire Emblem Warriors game, it would make more sense for me to get the original. Same with
To
like
be fair,
Hyrule
Three
Warriors.
Houses is really good. But I think the other reason was Age of Calamity is a really weird game for me because I both really like it and really don't. And so I was kind of like, I don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
Whereas like, with the original Hyrule Warriors, like that game's just great. It's just fun. And Definitive Edition is if you're ever going to like pick it up again, Definitive Edition is, because all those like balancing issues you were talking about, Sam, with like the adventure mode, they fix all of that.
I mean,
So now you don't immediately like lose if you get hit once.
also you can't, legitimately get the DLC content anymore
Yeah, that's true.
on the Wii U. So if you want all
I mean,
the content, you
it
can't.
has all the 3DS DLC as well.
Yeah.
I am tempted.
I need to get back to that because I finished the first adventure map and had a lot of fun. It was weird though because like in the Wii U version, like you finished the first adventure map, you had like all of those characters basically fully leveled up. You had all their max weapons and stuff, and I have like none of that. And I've been playing for like 50 hours or something, and I'm like, I still feel like I've barely scratched the surface.
I keep forgetting what these banners are meant to be. Ah, that's what they're meant to
They're
be.
the English flag. How dare you display that, Sam?
I'm sorry.
I think there are like blue ones somewhere. I'm sure I remember seeing them.
Yeah, the Netherlands. By the Nether portal.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Is this where we just start doing like obnoxious football chants?
No, 'cause
I
I don't
don't-
know any.
I say I don't know any either.
Also, I don't miss hearing them. In my old flat, every Saturday afternoon,
Yeah,
because I was on the way back towards town from the football stadium.
yeah.
You just hear them chanting, and it's like, I don't get why they have to be so loud about it. I feel like no other sports fans are that obnoxious.
And yeah, if say video game fans did the same thing, they'd be absolutely ridiculed.
Yeah.
And like there'd be like people like not petitioning, but like like lobbying to like get it to stop. And it's like you give a free pass to football.
But like, I went out for like one Saturday. I went out for drinks with my mate after I think it was after a derby match, and they'd lost. And the entire mood in town was just full of people sulking and getting drunk and getting into fights. And I'm like, why are you fighting each other? You're fans of the same team. You both lost. Bloody hell. Let me drink in peace. Yeah, here I'm a bit more removed from that, thankfully. I'm the wrong side of town for the football stadium. Not that I've been out on a Saturday in a long time. I tend to do that Fridays now. Because otherwise
You leave the house?
Yeah. I don't know why I do. Apparently, I get depressed if I don't see people, so.
Huh.
But yeah, I tend to try and do that Fridays now, so I don't have to reschedule my streams because the Xenoblade plans are too long to delay. Which has its own issues on my state of mind, but I won't bore you with that. Right, I should probably start smelting some of this ore that I mined.
Maybe.
Remember, who smelt it, dealt it.
Well, I'd love to deal all of this gold. Also, I have 31 slime balls if anyone wants any, for any particular reason. I'm not sure what you'd need them for, but...
I think we've got a ton of slime in one of the chests.
Oh, I'll just stick with that then. I also got some more lapis and redstone, just in case.
Oh yeah, I've got 6 bottles each of the slow falling potions. Do you think that'll be enough?
Yeah, I reckon that'll be enough. Because thinking about it, if we want to get 3 elytras, that's 2 for each city, which is probably okay. Because we can use the shulkers to our advantage to like skip climbing the towers and just go straight to the top. Because sometimes how we've done it is we didn't even go inside. We got deliberately shot by the ones outside and just floated to the roof. But yeah, I've got the 2 ender chests, so we'll take one with us so we can just bail, and then I've got the 3 ender pearls so we can actually get there. So I think we're all set for next time then.
Nice.
And then we've got a lot of building ahead of us after that. I still do kind of want to, like I suggested, maybe take one of the 3 in the rotation and turn it into like another game, just to spice things up on these Monday things. So maybe take turns, like one time it's me, one time it's Sam, one time it's Ben. And
Yeah.
just now that we're kind of dying down on Minecraft and don't have as much to do. It'll also give us more time to, because we'll have like 2 months to get materials if we wanted. Not that we ever do.
It's having the time to do it, isn't it? Like between stream.
Yeah, especially recently with me, I've had a lot of stuff I want to play, so I can't open the world.
Yeah, it's like if it was like a realm or like a server that was hosted independently, then we could just like hop in whenever. But obviously, it's like this kind of world. But obviously, realms and hosting servers costs money.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Or like hosting a server yourself kind of costs a spare PC being on, like constantly.
I suppose I could probably run one on my work PC.
It costs electricity though. Yeah, probably not supposed to do it on a work PC. Granted, before the uni asked for my for the laptop back that they loaned me, I did kind of use it for a lot of gaming.
I mean, I know that my boss has been using his PC and his VR kit to play VR games.
Yeah.
So, because like we have to I don't know how much I'm actually allowed to say, but we have to have Steam because we use Steam VR.
Yeah.
So I could very easily play Benineight or something on my work computer. Right, we should probably start wrapping this up.
25 too, so.
So I'm just about ready for bed.
Yeah.
And then I have to get up and go to work tomorrow, and I don't want to.
Same TBH. Oh, I don't
Well,
know
it's your
where
stream,
Sam
Ben,
is.
so you do the
Yeah,
the honors.
yes, it's just us two here.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry, I'm
That's
lost
fair.
in the caves.
that's fair. So yeah, the thanks for watching stuff. I'm not out of practice. So actually, I'll let you guys plug first because it's my stream, so I'll let the guests plug first.
Well, your stream comes first, Sam, so you can go first.
I'm playing a game called Earth Defense Force. It's about fighting giant bugs.
Oh, I've heard of
Sounds pretty
those.
cool.
Also, I should probably mention it will be on Wednesday instead of Thursday, because I'm doing something Thursday.
Right, nice. Oh, I might miss that then. I have plans on Wednesday.
That's fair.
But yeah, I will be back this weekend with the grand finale of Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. And then after that, I'll also be doing a Splatoon stream because there's a Splatfest on, and none of the teams are really cool to me.
I keep
So
forgetting
I've got
this
to work out
first.
Yeah, I've got to work out which one I'm going to play for. I'm probably going to go for money, just so I can play with Matt. But we'll see. I've not been that invested in Splatoon 3 recently. It's been a bit of a struggle
Yeah.
to play it outside of stream time, just because there's
Same.
so many other things on my plate.
Also, Future Connected's like come around really quickly.
I mean, it's not a long
suppose.
thing. I could have finished it last stream, but I wanted to give myself more time to do quiet moments.
Fair. And then there's me, I guess. Like I said, I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow. If I'm still coughing a bit like I am today, I probably won't, just to play it safe. And like I said, my plans on Sunday, yesterday, have changed to this weekend. So no stream this Sunday, regardless, unless plans get cancelled. But hopefully, I'm well enough by next Tuesday, if I'm not well enough tomorrow, to stream next Tuesday. And yeah, I'd like to do another Sonic Mania stream because it's the game's 6th anniversary this Tuesday, which
Have you done a Knuckles run on stream yet?
Huh?
Have you done a Knuckles run on stream yet?
I'm pretty sure I have. I'm pretty sure
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I've done a Knuckles and Knuckles run on stream.
Oh wait, yeah, I remember that. Because otherwise, I was going to suggest a Knuckles run.
I've got an idea for what I want to do.
Right, I guess I'll
I
let
don't
you
think
do
it's
right
something.
here and
I
wait and
don't
see.
think it's something I streamed. So. And then,
I mean, I don't know what it could be. I don't know enough about the game.
And then whenever I can next stream on a Sunday, finally I'll be starting Resident Evil 4. Oh. I'll try not to die between streams. But yeah,
Please don't.
whenever I can next stream on a Sunday, it'll be when I start Resident Evil 4, which I'm quite looking forward to. Because, never played a Resident Evil game before. So I'm quite
It's a
looking
good
forward
one
to
to
that.
start with.
Yeah, I have no idea how many streams it will take me. And I haven't fully decided what I'm doing after it, so yeah, planning. And yeah. So yeah, is there anything anyone else wanted to add or whatever? Or...
Not really.
Yes, buy Pikmin 4.
Well, I think with that, I'll pop it to the end screen for like a few seconds and then we'll end it. So we'll say our byes now.
Bye bye.
That's the button. And then I will mute myself and then end stream. Because that's how we do things, I guess.